Hey chat, how's it going? Welcome. I hope you've enjoyed the funky beats while you've been waiting. I kind of explained this on the Discord already, but I was not planning on streaming today. But then I realized, actually, there's something I want to try out in GBG. And I thought, if I'm going to be trying it out in GBG, I may as well be streaming it to you all as well. And maybe we'll find some neat tricks together here. I have no idea whether this is necessarily even going to work, but I want to give it a go. I dug out my old fake like third-party Mac mouse from years ago. So I now have a mouse that works in GBG again, which is great. And what we'll probably do is we'll probably just spend a little bit of time in Sprite so I can do a diagram to explain what I'm going to try here. Perhaps those of you in the chat that are GBG experts will spot some flaws in my plan, but I think the strategy will probably evolve a little bit over time while I try this out. So I guess if you're here, eager to watch, then I will just say right off the bat, no poltergeist today. It's not going to be a long stream. We'll be just hanging out for a little bit as I play around with this. This is not going to be a thing for a specific project, although it was my conversations with Mercury, who's working on a great project at the moment, that prompted me to do this little investigation. So I hope you can have some fun hanging out with me today. It's going to be pretty low-key, pretty chill. Let me switch over to the desktop. You'll have to excuse all of the stuff that's on the screen here when I switch over. Look at that. I'm cramped in on one screen today. Okay, so here's my theory. I think the inability to create a compelling skybox has plagued many of us, and I think I have a theory for how we can maybe get a more dynamic, more higher fidelity looking skybox. Just one sec, I'm pulling up the chat in another... I'm pulling it up on my phone so I can actually see what you're saying. Alright, there we go. I did not get a pet mouse. I did get a computer mouse, though. Okay. So, here's my thoughts. Let's start with... Ooh, let's go for like an off-white kind of yellow here. Nice. Alright. We'll make a new layer. Alright. Skybox, I'm assuming it will be a sphere world, says Lucian. Well, the problem with the sphere world is... you are limited to a single texture on it. Of course, you can cycle through textures, but the resolution of that texture is pretty low. And I think I have a theory that will give us a little bit more customization, I guess. Who knows? I might be talking a big game here and then it absolutely not work. But here's my thought. So I think if we were to make a person node on at the smallest world scale... Oh, look at that beautiful person node on. And then we attached spheres to the person node on at the biggest scale. So we've got smallest person node on and biggest sphere. That should be centralized and it should be a sphere. And we have that follow the player. But the camera is always within the radius of the sphere. Then, what we would do is actually attach a couple of other spheres that are ever so slightly offset from the player. Let's say 3. And then we would apply textures to each of these spheres with transparency. So texture 1 might simply be some like clouds. Texture 2 might be one shade of blue or a mixture of blues. I've forgotten I can actually use colors here. So let's say we've got clouds on the first sphere. We've got a lighter blue on the second with some transparency, and then on the third we've got a darker blue. There's probably a better way to do this, but this is just the principle. And then by separating them out, we will get some play between the different layers, and also we will be able to add some movement to each of these layers. So for example, on the cloud layer, we could have it be a rotating object, so that there is some movement on those layers as well. Voxy says you're still limited to 64 by 64 for each face of the sphere, but you can scale it down and tile it, right? So that's the other thing as well. Because one of the biggest problems with the sphere world is, let's say this green, no, that's not a good color. Let's see, this purple is the interior of the sphere world. Let's say you wanted a sort of sunset gradient that was like, how does a sunset work? Like these colors here. You end up with the low resolution when it's spread across the whole sphere, really making gradients look rough. And whereas here, what we could do is apply like just red halfway up one of the spheres and tile it, horizontally tile it, or a mixture of colors. I think I may be talking rubbish, but I don't know. Curb's Workshop says, but objects will clip into the sphere. So that's the other thing. If I'm not mistaken, couldn't we do the expanding object glitch on the spheres and still have it attached to the player? So you could go huge on that sphere, way beyond the play area. I guess you could also switch textures to get different looks. Oh, you cannot texture extending objects, right. Okay, so maybe our base could be an extending object, and then we do objects with transparency from there. That's another thing to consider at least. Let's give it a try. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out something neat together. Maybe it'll be a bit of a dead end, but I just want to try it out. And as I say, I was going to try it out on my own anyway, and I thought, hey, I may as well stream it instead. So, I'm back on the Switch. Start a new project. First thing we're going to do is get our player character. And we're going to make them super small. Oh yeah, the weird seams on the sphere. Good point, Voxy. Maybe expanding thing isn't necessary anyway. So fancy object. No, sorry. Special object. No! Characters. There we go. Third time's the charm. We've got to go small. We've got to get real small here. By the way, everyone just joining us, we're going to just be doing some free programming testing today. A little low-key stream. Enjoy the incredible tunes of Jet Set Radio as our background. After we've listened to the Jet Set Radio soundtrack, perhaps we'll listen to some Jet Set Radio future. Okay, there's our person. Let's set some controls up as well, because we want to be able to move around. We want to be able to jump up to get down. So what's this? This is left stick up and down, right? So that's going to be forward and backwards. Cool. I genuinely have to remind myself of all this stuff every time. We'll duplicate this. Ooh, the scroll wheel on this mouse is very unfortunate. Is this Project Pepper? Sure, can be. I don't remember why Pepper. Oh yes, the GBG capture is muted. Thank you for reminding me, Gumby. Yes, Voxy, I was considering the fact that we'd probably need to teleport it. But good shout. Okay, so there's our little person. Probably won't set up camera controls just yet. No, it's not a new mouse, it's a very old mouse. It's the one that you may have seen in my You Can Connect Mice to GBG video from back in the day. It's like a little Macaulay mouse, like a fake Apple mouse with a scroll wheel. Alright. Same guy from the song. I feel the same way. Okay. I'm also going to do something which may seem a little bit unnecessary at this stage, but I think it's valid. So I'm going to just put some simple object boxes in the space. And the reason for this is that I want to simulate, like, scenery. Because knowing whether this is going to... knowing whether it's going to clip in a way that makes this unpleasant and kind of defeats the purpose is kind of important. So let's just get some non-movable, solid and visible objects in here. Arch says, here's a shave. Highlight and delete the 4 node on. I like it. Okay, so let's put the first few obstacles in the... I guess you could use dithering to create fog. Yeah, I think we could probably push this a little bit. I like that idea. I'm going to attach the game screen to the player for the moment. Alright, we got a little dude. Oh right, no, it doesn't want to be a game screen. I am going to do camera stuff. Oh, listen to that funky bass. Offset distance. See you, curb. On the Z, right? Okay, too far. Yeah, I agree, Voxy. The fact there's no way to texture the actual skybox is a real shame. I would have loved to have seen that. Okay, nice. That will do us for this. Gumby says, I don't know why, but this really feels like I'm watching the GBG Day 1 stream again with a whole new game thing. Hey, I'll say this. This is probably the biggest Project Barbican leak to date. If this works, I will probably use something similar on the elusive Project Barbican. Okay, so there's our setup. Let's start doing some teleportation. So we need... I can't remember where teleporters are. There we go. Okay, there's our teleporter. Thanks, Foxy. And we want to reset physics. And... Foxy says, oh, I can hear the struggling ratchet of your mouse wheel. It is so grim. It is... It's working real hard today. Okay. And we'll want this to only teleport spheres, I suppose. Oh, that's a point! hang on. I just need to remind myself of something. Fancy object, round. Can you go for the same size on a football as you can on a... Ooh, you can. Okay. That's the same size as a simple object sphere, isn't it? Because we don't want to teleport all spheres we come across. Yeah, okay. Let's do some footballs then. The other thing is, you can't push this down below the horizon when you've got a whatchamacallit, plane world. Oh, Voxy! Big brain! Voxy says, pro tip, use a fancy object as the root of your sphere stack, that way you won't accidentally teleport anything else! Or you don't need to make it all of footballs, just the root of the teleporter entrance. Because it will teleport all of the children in the connection group as well. Yes, makes sense. Hey someone? Oh, I didn't do hellos! Hang on, let's do a real quick hello. And when I say quick, I mean real quick. You ready? Hey Voxy, hey Not Not, hey Gumby, hey Panic, hey Curb's Workshop, hey Arch, hey RJ, hey Curb, hey Jude, hey someone, hey Lucian. Alright, let's continue. Okay, so we're going to teleport a football. So this can be anywhere, because it should just repeatedly teleport to us now. Oh, it's got collision. And we won't see it until it's textured. So let's just whack a texture on there. Ooh, this may be my favorite track off Jet Set Radio. Did I turn movable off? Ooh. Oh no, I ticked it back on. Oh, no need to make it movable, it teleports anyway. Gotcha. Okay, let's just do pink so it's very immediately visible. Ugh, why does it keep flying in the top left corner? Okay. That's a start. Let's see how... Oh, that is clipping less than I anticipated. Ah, okay. Ooh. Okay, hang on, wait. I just had another pretty exciting idea. I don't know. Is this a different effect? Okay, one sec. Okay, so here's another theory I just had. A game theory. Okay, here's our person from the top-down view. Right now, the sphere, which is pink, is wrapped around the person with the person in the center. One thing we could try with at least one of these spheres is we could offset it to the player. So the player could actually be pushed back, so we would get a greater distance of visibility, right? Because if the player's looking this way, we actually just want the camera to sit within here. It doesn't matter that we've now offset it at all, because all the player will see is the extra distance we've gained. By the way, if chat's talking to me, I can't see right now. I'll read through once I finish this. However, once we get free control to the camera, this would be a problem, because we would have a greater sort of field of view from this side than we would over here. I don't know why I drew an arrow, that was meant to be the camera. So, We would then attach the sphere to the camera movement so that it rotates with the player. So no matter which way we're looking, we're seeing the furthest out. But that itself would cause a problem if we have a texture that is not like horizontally consistent, because you would see that the sky is rotating and that would look really weird. So I think the way we fix that is by having the back skybox dealt with this way. So pink is like the deepest layer of the skybox. And then the new layers that we add on top, which use far more transparency, are centrally aligned to the player. So let's go for red as our first layer beyond the... Oh, that's such a bad drawing. Our first layer before the background. And that would be central to the player and attached directly to the player. I think that makes sense. I don't think I explained it very well though. Hey JD. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Just make sure not to go too far with this as Voxy, or else you'll start to see the edge of the sphere. I don't know how to fix that issue with the camera move. Right. Gotcha. Let's give this a go. So, our football now needs to teleport. Wait. What did I say, Voxy? Sorry, I must have misspoken. We need to offset the teleport from the player now. So is the best way to do it just going to be changing the connection to like oh, I said I don't know. Sorry. Oh, I know where this is going. Right. My bad. Ah, I knocked my mouse off the table. Lucien says slightly off topic, but I'm curious about the lighting since the light source will be outside the sphere, yeah? Yes. You are correct. Okay, has that pushed it back? I think I got it the wrong way around. Ohm connection point. Yeah, I did get it the wrong way. Also, try attaching the teleporter to the camera. To the head node on. That way it will work regardless of orientation of the camera. So head node onto person. I think that's a really good idea, Voxy. I'm going to take it one step at a time just so I don't get lost. I kind of want to follow along, and I'm much slower at this than you. I don't mean anything bad with that. I want you to hold the thought because I just want to make sure that I'm still following along. I'm sure you understand. Okay, so that has offset it a bit. But not by much more, about a person's width. But I can make this long, right? Oh yeah, nice. Voxy was saying exactly that. Cool, yeah. So if we push it too far, we'll start to see the outside of the sphere, which we don't want. Ooh! Okay, yeah. So that causes a problem now, where we do start to pull in the field of view. But I think if we do what Voxy just said about trying to attach the teleport to the head node on, we should be able to have it independent to the camera movement, or dependent on the camera movement. Ray, welcome to the stream. Ray says, idea, game with quote-unquote vector graphics using sensors. We had a wonderful game a couple of months ago done in exactly that way. Also someone, I agree, it is so good. This track rocks. Hey, Mr. Nomad. Oh wait, yeah, you don't attach the head to the player, do you? Wait, I forgot how heads work. This song is called... I don't know. Someone in chat can help, because this is like a full playlist. Oh, detach teleporter from person attached to head, right. Hey always, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you approve of the Jet Set Radio soundtrack. It is a great one. Am I trying to make an FPS? No, Mr. Nomad, I'm trying to make a kind of slightly more visually pleasing skybox than I've seen so far. There we go. Right, it's because this is still stretched. Alright, let's kind of reset this and go from there. So let's try this again. Own connection point. Let's add some camera controls now. Nice, okay. Oh, look at that. There's not even any texture there and we're getting a weird moire. Didn't need to stretch, just attach Z to Z minus to center. Did I stretch it? No, I reset the background. It's looking good. It's looking pretty good so far. Other than the weird moire effect up there. I guess that's the facets of the sphere itself becoming visible at this scale. Weird is good. Sorry, Voxy, I really appreciate the efforts that you go to explain this stuff to me. I know it's not easy. Okay, so let's try throwing some detail into this for a second, just to as a kind of test reference. This is not how skies look, in case you're wondering, but oh, okay, that's an effect. That sure is an effect, huh?
Peggy 18.
Oh, we're inside. We're like Mike TV. We've gone inside a Willy Wonka television set, and now we're... That's certainly a sky, alright. Oops. Right, so this is partly to do with the scale of the texture. We don't want it to repeat. It does look very cool. Right, but with the head node on, we are going to have it rotate. So we never really want this sphere to rotate on anything other than the horizontal axis. Old school Doom skybox, yeah. Hey, Mr. O. Yes, this is me testing out what we were talking about on Mercury's topic. There's a way to do that, it's a bit more evolved. Right now, we're not going to worry about it, Voxy. But I would like to pursue that later. For now, let's proceed with our teleport chain. Oops, we don't want that. We want a simple sphere object with a... that is not visible, not solid, or any of those things. And then we want to chain this up.
Thank you.
Hey!
Dawnbud sent a $2 super chat. Turquoise is my power color.
Dawn. Woo! Dawn, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Turquoise is a wonderful color, so I'm glad that you are appreciating my color choice here during testing. Thanks so much for your support of the channel. Okay, so let's attach another color to this for a moment. Ooh, hang on though. We want to get a little transparency going here. So, this is not a game, Toma. This is just some testing. I probably don't want these lines to be anything but perfectly straight, so I'll go back and fix those other ones. I'll just use the line tool. Oh, wait. Gumby says, nice one, Dom. Have I attached these backwards? I think I've attached these backwards. Ooh. Oh. Ugh. Huh. Huh. Oh no! Because that's it's because they're exactly on top of each other, right? Oh, I'm making sky noodles. Wait, why is this still happening, even though it's smaller? Huh.
Let's get scratching.
Oh, I do love to get scratching. Me every time a mosquito bites me. What are you doing in this game? I'm trying to figure out a way to make a bit of a more interesting skybox, Toma. Mr. O says, Dom, this makes me kind of sick, not gonna lie. Apologies, Mr. O. If it makes you uncomfortable, there's gonna be a lot of this, so... Oh, yes! Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Arch. There's gonna be a lot of this, so I'm a bit worried if it is making you feel nauseous. You shouldn't watch. Mike is funky. You mean my mic? RJ? So there we go. You would also make it so the camera can't clip into the ground. And these elements absolutely should not rotate. I think I'm going to disconnect the head node on for the time being. Right, let's fix the player now. Oh, thank you, Voxy. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so Voxy says, afraid I can't test this right now, so it might need some addendums or some messing about on your part. Understood. Basically, you want to put a hinge between the teleport exit and the player. That way you can rotate the teleporter based on the camera's orientation, so you'd need to have a chain in this order. Teleport exit attached to a dummy object, all properties disabled except movable, attached to a Y hinge, attached to a person node on, then attach an angle sensor to the head node on, and send the Y angle into an invert node on, and the results into the Y hinge. Okay. Okay, let's give that a go. So there's our teleport node on, there's our player, real small there. Let's make a hinge. It's probably going to be a Y hinge, I think. Oh wait, but we need the dummy object. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Teleport exit attached to a dummy object. Let's do a crate. Okay. Did I turn off movable already? No. I'm gonna leave visible on for our testing. Make the object super small too. Yeah, I'll make it smaller once I've connected everything up. Attached to a hinge. Attached to the person. Do you like my hat? Do you like my outfit? Okay. So, we need to attach an angle sensor to the head node on. My mayoral hat, that's right. Angle sensor. Gucci crate, says Toma. So let's attach this to the head. Boing. And send the Y angle into an invert node on. And the result into the hinge. Beautiful. Although it is rotating based on the player's orientation, so I think we need to change... what is that we change? Is it this? Oh, remove the invert. Why? I don't think it was a... It's not to do with the invert, this is the player movement that's causing that problem.
Let's look at the funk.
There is a way to stop that from happening though, right? World. Oh no. Oh no, 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 that's the player's movement. Ah, Mr. O says connect an angle sensor to the player and subtract on the Y hinge, I believe. Hey, Voxy had the same idea too. Angle sensor. Connect to the player. Oh, let's make that crate smaller now. Oh, that's the smallest it can go. Okay. Angle difference node on. Angle difference node on. What is... Ugh. Okay, I've never used the angle difference node on, I don't believe. Big heads think the same, says Mr. O. How does this fella work? Put two angle inputs into this and it'll show the difference between them. Try using it together with a tilt. Okay. So we need to go into here and into here. You need to subtract the player angle from the head angle. And then go into oh, send that to the hinge instead of this. It's working, but it is lagging behind the stick movement in a very distressing way. GBG, unfortunately. Well, let's go back to the drawing board a little bit here. Because I don't think we need to worry about that rotation. I think I kind of went a step ahead before it was necessary. Yeah, sense the delay. But I don't think we need to worry about that. What is this, like, mix at the end here? Oh yeah, it really does end with like a medley. Let's get the future soundtrack in here as well. Okay, how long will this let me go back? Oh, one thing to try, hinge range to 0. Did I break something else here? No. That wasn't working at all. There's 100% way we can prevent the sphere rotating with the player, and I'm blanking on it now. I had it in my head earlier, and I was... You can attach something, have the player still be able to rotate freely, but have an object always pointing in one direction, right? Let me think. What if we have... Wait, the crate itself doesn't rotate though, right? Oh, it does. The thing we did was rotating the sky object to cancel out the rotation of the player. Yeah, I realized that it was like countering it, Voxy. But I think what would be better is if actually it's attached to something that doesn't rotate with the player to begin with, so there's no rotation to mitigate. Sure, someone. Feel free also to send it in like help with tutorials, or the only reason I say that is because I don't think I have you added. But I can do that. Have the crate on a slider that follows the player will still look jank though. I think there's a more immediate way that we can do it. So putting an object on a free slider with the player coordinates plugged in. That's it, Voxy. Yes. So it doesn't rotate with the player. Yes. Right, so how far back do we have to... We need to delete the hinge, right? Oh, that was what someone was going to say. Okay, nice. I'm glad we were all on the same page. Yeah. So we plugged the player coordinates, so we need a position sensor, location sensor it's called, sorry. You still need the hinge to cancel out the camera rotation. But it's only rotating with the camera because we're attaching it to the head node on. Right, Imagine how good this would look in first person, though. I guess it would be very easy to change it to be first person. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna pause the music because I need to think of something. The sky. The sky around us doesn't visibly rotate, right? You know, the sun is always in the same part of the sky, no matter which way you're looking. So that's what we're going to try and recreate here. The problem we have right now is because it's attached directly to the player, it rotates with our movement. I think we are complicating things a little bit here. We just need to cancel off... We just need to cancel off the rotation. Foxy says, you want to offset... You want an offset, do you not? Because that's why we rotated it with the camera, because you want to offset it. I don't know what offset means in that context. Let me just go back one sec. I'm gonna break everything real quick. Oh, offset in the context of not centering to the player. Yes, yeah. Correct. Right. So we have to make a sacrifice somewhere here. We can't have that offset and... You can't have that offset and also have it not rotate. Right. Thanks for reminding me, Voxy. I'd just forgotten that that was even a thing. Oh, yes, you can. Okay. How so? Yeah, that's okay, Voxy. Let's get this free slide, getting the inputs from our location anyway. Do a fancy object fish attached to this for the time being. What did I... Oh, I disconnected this, didn't I? Do I want to see an actual rotation or not? No. We shouldn't see any rotation. But I don't think those two things... I don't think we can have both those two things is what I mean, not that it's not technically possible. Thanks, Disco. What is this, or is it a secret? No, it's not a secret, just testing out some skybox ideas I had. So I think we do need that location sensor back. Put it back on a head node on for now. Yeah, and then let's just take the... Let's take the control out of the... Oop, wrong one. Out of the vertical. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. We still see that rotation though. Because even if we just fill down here and get rid of everything else... Have you already tried a free slider with a location sensor for coordinates? We did try that. Wait, actually, you don't need to counter the rotation of the camera, do you? Like, that's not how the sky works. Yeah, exactly! Right, yeah. Just want something that allows you to offset it despite the camera rotation. Yes. Yes. Yes? Let me just try something out. In the, on the whiteboard here. Okay, dark purple is player. Oh, here's the shape tools. My bad. Okay. So here's our first one, not to scale. And let's give this directions. Sorry, chat, I can't see you again. This is going to be a bit awkward. Alright, so this should always track the player in terms of position. Let me see if I can pull up chat on my phone again. Alright, so what we need... Okay, let's keep it fundamental right now. We're not doing the offset for a moment.
No, you're gonna dig this.
This needs to track the player. So that can be center-center connection to the player. That little blue dot represents the connection of this sphere. Then, if the player looks forward, we want them to see this portion of the skybox. But if the player looks over here, we want them to see this portion of the skybox. We don't want any rotation either horizontally or vertically on this. Right now, to switch it quickly back to GBG. Nope. We're always seeing the same piece of the skybox. Wow, that's a cool solution, Mr. O. Okay, let me just finish this thought, but I love that solution. I can see another problem that it may cause. Hang on. So yeah, right now, as we tracked the camera around, we always saw this piece of the skybox. So we need to detach movement of the skybox to the camera. Sorry, I'm going very baby steps here, but it's important. What was the problem with the free slider? We didn't really try it, someone. It's the next thing I'm going to try. Because that was the solution, I think. But then I kind of got sidetracked, as I am wont to do.
No, you're gonna dig this.
Oh, Disco says, hey Dom, I think I nailed it. Okay. Not says, so in short, you want the skybox to follow you but not rotate. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. This is like phase 1 of the plan. But yes, you perfectly summarized it, not. Disco, if you want to share the code, or if you can describe it. Hey, you've already got it. Okay. Alright, let's grab this code off Disco then. It's a 000, by the way, Disco. You have been blessed by the GBG gods. XTW 735. What a tune. Oh, that's so funny. This is Sibomato? That is so wild. Okay, so chat. I don't know whether I pronounced that correctly. I was looking up... Man, I'm going to pause this for a sec. I was looking up Sibomato for the first time ever. I wasn't aware of Sibomato. I had no idea they were on this track. Also, I guess I'm going to get content matched for this. It doesn't matter, though. Hang on. Location sensor into the player. Those details into the free slider. And that's what goes to the teleporter. Wait. Oh man. Sorry, chat. What does the top of the free slide go to? To the teleporter, right? Sphere on top of slider. Right, the sphere itself. Or the teleport entrance for the sphere, I suppose. Hey, it can't be. Oh, are you not teleporting? You don't need teleporter. Okay, wow. Nice. Sphere on top of slide connect. Free slide. Immovable box on bottom. Make football movable. There we go. That was it. Thank you, Mr. O. And I guess this. Yeah, we are going to be stacking spheres, so this may break as we get more. Especially, I guess, if we are able to jump, perhaps. But hey, no solution is one size fits all. But this is a good starting point, I think. Where's my world node on? Do I even have one in? At some point, I think we're going to have to do some texture importing to really get a sense for whether this works as well. There's going to be some fiddling around with some different styles here, I think, too. Because I think that will be really when this effect comes together. We're trying to make a skybox, Dallas. A skybox is the term for the usually sphere of sky around the in a game, like a texture projected onto a sphere that creates the effect of sky. And I want to see if we can make a custom one in a compelling way. I just can't wait for Casio loopy tunes when the Arduino is drawing textures. Oh, we're gonna have to. Okay, we'll use this grass for now. Oh yeah, you know what the other thing I wanted to try was... Okay, let's give this a go. I'm interested to see what will happen here. I want to get a bit of a dithering going on the sky to see whether the light acts weird and casts shadows. I have a hunch that it will, but I'm wondering at this scale whether it actually will break. Oh, I don't need to do it this small actually, but who cares? Let's just do it. Disco says Dom explaining skyboxes to Dallas, who just submitted a game with a day-night cycle. That's very funny. I suppose Dallas may not know the term though, but yeah, I did forget. I will be making a new game. This is not necessarily work on that. This is more just I want to figure out a thing that I had in mind as possibly a solution to a problem I have faced before and others have faced. There will certainly be no gameplay here today. I feel like this kind of skybox would be the easiest way to make a day-night cycle, rotating the spheres with a texture with degrees of blue and orange. Mr. O, I am so excited that you feel so too. Yes, I 100% wanted to keep pushing this because I felt like you would be able to do multiple layers that rotate at different speeds to create a very, very smooth day-night cycle. It's so exciting to hear great GBGers saying things like that because it makes me feel like, hey, maybe this isn't as dumb an idea as I initially worried. Okay, first of all, let's see what this looks like. As expected. Okay, so it is casting shadows even at that scale. So let's shrink it right down and see what happens here. That's interesting. So other than the shadow giving it away, there is like no movement coming from that as long as you don't have objects. Okay, this is interesting. I'm just going to keep shrinking it down and seeing what the effect is. Place the sun beneath the world. Ooh, also an interesting shout. Okay, let's just do this one at a time. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so as expected, that's probably destroying the bitrate of the stream and also creating an effect that's quite unpleasant. But if we swap these textures over and put that on this layer and then fill this one, alright, so instead of doing a dither, let's just do it as horizontal lines. Oh, that's a really nice effect. I guess this is not going to be showing up on the stream very well, but can you see here? Yeah, the bitrate will be suffering. The second sphere, which is ever so slightly smaller, does push in on the objects a little bit faster and create a nice effect there. Okay, so let's just do stripes instead of checkerboard. Ooh. Mr. Rose says, I'm on 10p. That's all the bitrate you need. You don't need any more resolution than 10p's. Thanks, Not. I think if this continues to work as I anticipated it to, it's gonna look better as we go along. Man, even drawing two stripes takes such a long time in GBG. I am in the cyber world. I'm inside their computer. Welcome to my house inside the computer. Ooh. It's interesting. It looks like it's not moving and it's not casting shadows because we've got a solid outer. Okay, let's try moving the sun and seeing whether it does anything. Will changing it to night do anything here? Yes. That makes everything dark. So let's go noon. That should give us fairly white light. Cool. Thanks, Voxy. Glad to see what, or excited to see what you come up with. And now let's position the sun underneath. Chat, help me out because I'm always confused by the sun. I'm always confused by the sun. That's a very funny. It's a very funny sentence. What is the cheat sheet for just getting the sun underneath the world? Oldie but a goodie. That's a lot of numbers, Dallas. It's not just sun direction, is it? Set sun height less than 0. Easy. Right. But then, what is sun So sun height is where it is on the horizon, and then sun direction is like the angle in the sky. Direction doesn't matter if it's minus 90. Okay. I don't like it. Okay. So what we've got here is a functional custom skybox, but it is of course with a few limitations. The first one being, any object outside of the sphere of the skybox is rendered completely invisible. Yeah, a fog box, exactly. But I think I have a solution potentially for this as well. But it might be kind of costly. So my thinking is, we change the world shape to sphere. And that will act as our backmost skybox. But this won't work if you've got like a gradiated day-night cycle. You could have objects pop in with a touch sensor so they're only visible when they aren't touching the skybox. Why? What? Like for performance? Why would we do that, Disco? Sorry, I might be missing something very obvious. This is the theme of Voxy telling me how to do basic things in GBG. Oh right, I need to... DRM, we probably won't today. Just because this is not going to be a super long stream and I want to be as productive as possible. It's a shame you weren't around yesterday because I was reacting to videos yesterday. It is a pretty chill stream though. Wait, I was about to do something. Oh yeah, make this texture transparent as well. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Wait. Wait, chat, did everyone except me know that you could apply grass to the sphere? I guess everybody already knew that. I never really considered it. That's cool. Also, what happens if you apply a transparent texture to the world? You still see the, Oops. How do you make the world... You can have the world without any bump mapping, right? Oh, no, guessing from Dallas's comment, you can't. Alright, so that's gonna alter things a little bit. grass is close enough. Cool, thanks, Dallas. So this should ensure that we still... Yeah, look at this. Okay. So we never lose sight of an object completely. But we do get more room to play here. Now there's a shadow overlapping everything. Oh, right, we're like Fulbright. Yes, I see what you mean, Dallas. Oh, Ballot says define bump mapping. So... How can I quickly show you an example? Because I think it's one of those things that as soon as you see it visually, you'll understand exactly what I mean. I know what I'll do. Okay, so Ballot, you see... Oh man, okay. I forgot that whatever this is called, dome was a thing. Right, but it will take the texture that we apply and wrap it on everything. Okay. There's like a weird... I don't know whether this is going to appear on the stream, but there's like a weird dirt around the player now. It's like ambient occlusion gone wild. You can set texture to active faces, right? Yeah, it's weird. We've got like a... Look at this. There's like multiple shadows. Hang on, I'll zoom in on the Switch. This might... make it a little bit more visible, possibly. So, first of all, we've got like... We've got a halo around the player, and then we've got, yeah, what seems to be the sort of... game's... Oops. The game's ambient occlusion going wild. And just striping multiple copies of it. Set grass to the floor only in blue to the sky. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Arch. I'd forgotten about that. So what is that? That's, is it Y center? Nope. Oh, Y plus. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Okay, so I think did I mess up the faces here? I messed up the faces here. Y plus is disabled on sky color. Is it Y minus? It is Y minus. Okay, there we go. I was being silly. Foxy says, but yeah, those are known artifacts of screen space ambient occlusion. Thanks, Foxy. Yeah, look at the underside of the cubes. Is this being caused by the sun position? By any chance? Wait. It should be grass. That's not grass. Is it putting grass on the base of the dome? It is. Oh, that's a shame. I didn't know it behaved that way. So you only get grass on the base of the dome, and then you get the tile on the wall. Okay, well, now we know. Should we try cylinder? I guess we'll go back to sphere. Okay, that was a fun little detour. Wait, did I place it really below the player? What did I do? Oh, it's only on the minus. That's what I did. There we go. What's going on up towards the top? Why are we getting it shadowing on itself, but only at the top? Okay, so that's the sort of nighttime look. Why do the edges of the spheres look like sharp corners? I think that's to do with the way that it unwraps textures on spheres. So like when it hits the edges of the horizontal lines, I think that's happening. I think maybe we can fix it by doing this. No. See you, Nana. Right, okay. Oh yeah, I want to try my next thing real quick. I'm gonna do these a bit more of a defined color. Ooh, thanks Voxy. Voxy says, in case you're still wondering about the sun direction and stuff and it might be useful for you in the future, I've sent you the message on, or the diagram. Oh, this is a beautiful diagram. Man, hey Voxy, if you feel happy to, could you share that on like help and tutorial? Because that's immediately the most sense it's ever made to me. And it's a beautifully illustrated diagram in terms of how communicative it is as well. Yeah, I'm definitely going to share it on the stream. I don't have Discord up currently, so I need to on my computer, I mean, so let me do that and I will show it off. Hang tight, chat. I'm just bringing up Discord. It's sometimes kind of slow on my computer to boot. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, here we go, chat. Switch over to my desktop. Here we go. So, two things to remember. Sun height is the angle of the sun from the ground plane, demonstrated here in orange. Sun direction is the horizontal angle of the sun. So we can adjust the sun on these two axes. Direction, height. Nice. Makes total sense. Thanks, Foxy. Okay, things are gonna look gross for a minute because I need to make these colors that I can really clearly understand as being their own separate thing. I'm so sad that we can't texture extending objects. Oh boy, okay. Sorry for that flickering at the top of the screen here. I think it's because they're occupying exactly the same... It's like Z fighting, essentially. I'm alive. I feel... Why do I suddenly feel like I'm playing the adventure mode in whatchamacallit? Mario Artist Polygon Studio. Yeah, the stream won't like that. Ooh! How do we... Oh man, chat, can anyone remember... Can anyone remember how you get outside the sphere world? What's the trick to get outside? Yeah, it's a sphere world, Voxy. Is it to do with teleporters? Place things far from center. Ah, and scale the world down as much as you need. Right. Yeah. Is that done literally like this? How do you scale a world? Bear with us, low bit rate friends. Size editor in the node on menu. Thank you, everybody. I am inside a sphere prison. I have been contained in the sphere prison. All I have is my ambient occlusion in my sphere prison. Okay, so I need to place them... Place things far from center. Yeah, the ambient colors did slap inside there. Camera does collide with it, yeah. Oh no, the pain sphere! I don't think you'll be able to move them outside the sphere. You need to move them out before scaling the world. Got it, okay. Oh yes, I forgot. I was like, why is the background color changing? It's because it shows the active size of the world, right? Okay, one sec. Oh, I was about to use my keyboard to try and select multiple things here. It's not possible to remove bump mapping in GBG ballot. You can kind of hide it a little bit by selecting grass world. Oh, hello. Wow, it's a beautiful, beautiful. Wow. It's a beautiful... Oh my goodness, why does this keep happening? A beautiful sunset. So yeah, my thinking was if we put it outside and then make it yellow, we could have a sun or a moon. Sadly, we wouldn't be able to have it like orbiters or anything. Okay, so let's make the size half of as big as it is currently. Make it neon. I wish you could make it so only... Oh man, I wish you could make it so only certain things were neon. Let's do it though, because it's gonna look like a... It's gonna look like a vaporwave animation. Sorry. There it is. Beautiful. Oh, that didn't glow as much as I thought it would. This rocks though. The world doesn't glow. You can make the world a different material than the other objects. Wait, for real? Isn't it applying neon effects to this? Man, I always forget so much about GBG. Can't make the world... Yeah, okay. I can try making the world metal. Oh wait, it will just make the objects metal. Right. Object appearance. Right. Gotcha. Let's try making it metal for a sec. Ooh. Ooh, I like the weird sort of, I like what's going on here. I can't even put it into words. We're doing some fun stuff. I'm enjoying this. DSA episode 16 leak. Could we change the position of the sun in... Oh man, I just had a sudden thought where it was like, well, if we made the plane that you stand on connected to a massive rotating hinge, we could orbit the sun. Right? Would it mess up the person node on physics though? Oh, it's so nice. Oh, it says, Dom, please. We're going off track here. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Disco. Yeah, if we move that, we'll stop it from jumping. That's a good shout. Just gonna grab these fellas real quick. I have a sneaking suspicion these are going to be on the wrong... Yeah. Wrong height. Oh, I didn't move the thing like I said I was going to. It's kind of weirdly beautiful. The problem is, doing this, we only get black outside of the world, right? So this is kind of a different. We have gone on a tangent here. Do we still get the effects of an evening lighting? Oh, we do. Yeah, well, that still applies. Interesting. Oh, and you see the things inside the... So there's backface culling on the actual world. Hey, DRN, thanks for 2 months as Video Dojo Premium channel member. DRN says, nice sun you have there, Dom. Smiley Dom emoji. Outer space. Let's give it a go. No change. Okay, this was a fun little diversion. Not not what I was planning on. Yeah, outer space only applies on the inside of the sphere. Which, if I take the texture off here, do we see it? Oh, we see the grass. We see the grass. Okay. Alright, let's move ourselves back inside the world. This was a fun little experiment. Okay. Next thing I wanted to try was the clouds. So with... Oh man, I forgot the lyrics of this song. I'm gonna skip to the next one. How does light scatter through the actual sky? The clouds would hopefully make the edges of the skybox not noticeable. Yeah, that's what we're going to do next, Disco. Moving clouds as well. But I'm just trying to remember. So, like, things further away on the horizon are paler, right? And things that are closer are more saturated? Is that how it works? That's roughly it. Okay. I thought so. We're not aiming for science here, but just vaguely creating a kind of sense of sure, let's go for that. Ooh, where did I miss one? Oh yes, of course, the third. In fact, I think for now we don't need to worry about the third. Disco says, I just looked up an example skybox. Apparently they use 6 different textures for a single skybox. Not sure if they're using a sphere or cube for the skybox though. It's probably a net. So it's probably the 6 sides of the cube that you're seeing, Disco, I would guess. Don't know though. Hmm. This is all the Jet Set Radio future soundtrack, DRN. I think I need... man. We're getting to the point where I think I will need to... start importing textures. So let's not worry about how the sky looks right now. Voxy is close to cracking the offset thing. Amazing. Do you plan on uploading it so we can see the results? Why? I'm here, DRN. Sorry, I was just working something out. Why is my rotating sphere not showing up where I was expecting it to? It's always going to be movable. Oh! Connection points. Why are my connection points always defaulting to Y minus Y plus? Okay, good. Very good. Right, can't see it because we're seeing the inside and it's not textured. So let's give it a big old something texture. What color haven't we used in here? Let's go for this weird orange. Did I make it that big? Oh, I guess I did. So this is obviously obscuring the other effect, but I just want to check that we're getting any rotation here. We're not. Why are we not? Constant into a counter. Oh. No need to apologize. Going to rotation properties.
Listen, I thought we'd agreed, right? You're done. No more vocals. You got enough. Alright? No laughing. Alright?
don't think rotation properties will affect us here. Or is it local? Is it the output value? Have I connected to the wrong thing? No, I should be able to just connect it to the fancy object football, right? It's connected to the football, which is the kind of root for all the other spheres. There's the problem. Uh-oh. I'll show someone. Connected to a hinge. Okay. Okay. I was doing it. Thank you, someone. Oh dear. I'm rotating on the wrong axis, of course. And that Y hinge. Okay, and we want to take this down to like point 1. Still very fast. It is moving. Okay, hang on, it's too slow now. Point. Did I already do that? Okay, cool. So let's change this texture into some clouds. They're going to be textured, like they're going to be repeated in a way that is very ugly. But they do move. So when we stop moving, it's obvious that they are rotating around the sphere, but they don't rotate. Oh, the clouds should rotate with us though, shouldn't they? I think. No, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Hey, nice, Voxy's code. Okay, we'll take a look at it now. Clouds shouldn't rotate with us. Yeah, correct someone. It's so funny. They're all such obvious things, but I feel like I have to like double check when I'm doing it this way. Oh. G002 4YG LOD. Do you want to just double check your code, Voxy? Am I doing something very silly here? 002 4YG LOD. It's a 0 because you can't put an O. Y6. Okay. Thank you. G really is the letter form of 6. An easy mistake to make. Whoa. Is it... How much is it offset by? Oh, very nicely commented. Okay, I'm guessing our tiny person node-ons in here? Are they? Where are they? Offset isn't obvious until you move the camera way up. There we go, yeah! Huh. So that will always give us... Okay, hang on, wait. I want to drop some objects in here. Elite Octave says, Dom, I want you to know you are giving creators the tools to make games look not like it isn't... Not just like it isn't GBG, but like a different game entirely, I guess, is what Elite's saying. That's a very, very kind thing to say, Elite. I guess the way that I see it is us figuring this out together. It is absolutely not... You know, this is a group effort. But yeah, that's my hope. Okay, so hang on. Let's place some blocks. Yeah, the way that this guy wobbles in, I think is doing something to me as well. Someone, that was why when I first. Oh man, there is bad words in this track. I didn't realize. There was some Katamari. Wow, so that does give us a very big field of view before we start losing stuff. So what is it that is... that there is something that feels weird. I think it's the fact that we're seeing... I think it's because we're seeing this movement. Perhaps, let's try a texture that is not as harsh to see whether this makes it feel any easier on the eye. How am I going to do it? Let's go one color and then just like splatter on some stuff, because then we'll still see. Potentially see movement, but it won't be such a harsh corner. I think, yeah, honestly, I think the benefits are outweighed by the kind of uneasiness of that movement. It's like we're looking through a fisheye lens in a way, the kind of warping. Shrink the texture all the way down. We'll end up with the bitrate getting destroyed if we do that. Wow, that's kind of beautiful in its own right, though. It's like we're watching a time lapse of the night sky. That's what this is like. Huh. Okay, let's figure out how Voxy's done this. I'm really interested to know. So, we've got the location sensor here. Yeah, the distortion of the sphere is far more apparent when it's offset. So it's connected to the player node on. Let me just double check. I'm guessing it will be based on those stick inputs. Yeah. Camera and location sensor are both connected. Camera controls, player controls. Fetching the position of the player in the world. Ah, yeah! Voxy says, I think this is best for the atmosphere part with the blue fog, blue sky and the fog. Agreed. Beautiful. Comprehension. Offsetting the sky position to make it appear larger, taking camera direction into account. Beautifully put, Voxy. So we got the head node on here with the angle sensor connected to it. We're trying to sense the y-axis. Why have we got a constant at 90 going into this? Oh right, to end up with a minus 90. Angle to position into two maps, into the X and the Z, which is then going into the free slide connector down here. 4.1 is the max I can go before the camera is outside. How do I adjust that then? Let me think. Is it with this free slide? Oh, the map. I just saw your previous comment. Apologies. The map in the offset section. Thanks, Voxy. You really can never, you can never guarantee as much information as you put that someone will actually read it. Okay, so 4.1, is it this one here? Let me see. I guess it has to be both together. Oops, sorry. I'm being silly. Gotcha. Thanks, Foxy. The rotation is more apparent at 4.1. But yeah, if this is our atmosphere part, blue sky and fog, as Voxy mentioned earlier, that probably won't matter. So let's see. Seeing more of the curvature, that's why. Yeah, exactly. So let's just do a solid blue for the time being. And then let's try doing a layer here and seeing what that does. Our kind of close fog effect. See whether this plays nice. Don't know why I'm really doing dots. I guess it's to prevent that, like, squaring off of the texture for now until we start thinking about what kind of textures to import. Oops, wrong axis. Oh man, there's so many cool accidental effects going on here though. Oh, hang on. Oh. Wait, what am I trying to do here? Why did Y center not do what I thought it was going to do? Oh, it did. It's just very high up. Okay, yeah, never mind. I got distracted. Don't worry. Don't worry. We are going to see some clipping. Oh, I still did the wrong connection points. Oh. Wait. How do I need to fix this? Hang on. I need to refer back to mine. Another free slide. Another free slide, that's what we need. Sorry, folks. I take a bit extra time with this stuff. Yes, the sound of me using my brain power. Click the free slide to my anchor, which is that one. There we go. Oh, I like it. So, what are we seeing there, folks? What do you reckon that is? Agreed, Voxy. It does look really cool. I'm trying to work out what we could possibly be seeing there. Are we starting to clip into the world ever so slightly in a way that, for whatever reason, is only visible on the edge of the screen? We're even getting some ambient occlusion here, or screen space ambient occlusion, or whatever. Wait, maybe what I'm talking about isn't apparent here. So look at the right of frame here. There is like a stripe of pure white right at the edge of frame. It doesn't even show up when I zoom in. It sort of happens when I whip the camera back. Yeah, the frame here crops it out, sadly. I don't have jump enabled. I can add jump. We haven't seen what jump does. Is jump gonna break the whole illusion? Kind of. Your game requires jumping. Oh, but we could lock it with another slide connector, couldn't we? Maybe? Unplug the Y bit. Yeah. What's this gonna do? This is so fun. There we go. Yeah, we don't need to pass the Y value. Good thinking, Arch and Voxy. Okay, so the other thing I want to try is doing the world type stuff that I was doing in the original project as well. This looks funky. You mean like something broke since last time? Oh, right. Funky in a good way. Copy that. Yeah, let's try my world type test. So we're gonna put a really deep blue on, excuse me, the world, sphere world for our test here. Okay, and then where is, man, is that the whole Katamari? No, there we go. Voxy says, patting my own back because I could kind of do with that currently. Hey, Chalupa, welcome back. Did you do some homework? How did it go? What do I need to do here? Oh, I need to. Let's try some checkerboard. Let's try it. Despite my best. Can't spell whoops without choops. Don't think too much about it. Hey, Bari. Mr. O says now, Dom, not wanting to be mean here. Of course, I would never assume you would be, Mr. O. What does this have that putting the texture onto the world doesn't have? Layers, right? Yes. Yeah. Correct. But not only that, we can do things like rotation. So the rotating clouds in the previous version wouldn't be possible if we were just using the sphere world. Oh yeah, and as Voxy says, that would remain static as well. Or it wouldn't remain static. Whereas this one will. Excuse me, mate? What just happened? Oh my goodness, what is going on? The floor's gone. That's what it is. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, the shadow was amazing. Welcome to the Sonic the Hedgehog land. Oh, okay, so this is why we can't check a board. Oh, it's the sun position. Oh man, that kind of looks good. You could do some crazy optical illusions with this. Yeah, the bitrate's probably going wild right now. Bugs says, oh, it's making my brain itchy. Yeah, the fact that the checkerboard didn't appear to move was wild. So we need to go sun height minus 90. Yes, this is the stuff I was talking to. Wow! Oh my goodness! We've got like... Can you see this? We've got like galaxies up there as well. I don't know how well that's showing on stream. Okay, I'm going to point out my mouse where I'm seeing it. Amazing. Oh, this rocks. So there's a few things to consider. You will no longer have... Mr. Rose says, by the way, I talked about the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time skybox before. I don't know if you know that skybox and how it works. When you commented it, Mr. O, I was thinking, that wasn't a... like... I hadn't really considered anything about the way the skybox worked in that game. So if you have some more information about why it reminds you of that, I would love to know. Am I going to make a tutorial out of this? It's a bit too complex for a tutorial for me. I don't think I could accurately explain why we were doing everything. I'd love for this information to be out there for other people, but I don't know whether I don't know whether I'm that person. Oh man, I love this. Yeah, there's a bit of funkiness if you start getting the light from the sun below. I was hoping you'd say that, Moxie. Is this the stars? No. Where's the stars? Something's going a little bit smaller. Okay, so this is where I think things are going to get real fun. If we do another layer on top of that, I think we'll end up with a really nice effect. How badly is this affecting the bitrate, by the way? By the way, Chalupa wasn't here when I leaked it before, but this effect is working nicely enough that perhaps I will use this in Project Barbican. Pretty badly. Okay, we have gotten pretty... Check off topic, says Mr. O. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, Disco also has messaged me. Right. Gotcha, Mr. O. Yeah, okay, so that's... Yeah. That is, pretty typical of games of that era, I believe. Oh, wait. Did Disco ping me and then retract the message? What happened there? Foxy says, I like how your post-mousy projects are so experimental in regards to graphical techniques. Yeah, I have been enjoying it very much, Foxy. Okay, let's do another layer. Or I should say I've been enjoying that aspect. Sorry, I kind of didn't finish my thought there. Okay, so we're going to shrink it ever so slightly. Not that texture. If we keep it the same color, how much does that offset make the two layers apparent? Not enough as the same color, so let's do a slightly paler one. Should we go all the way to white for this? Ah, I got you, Disco. No problemo. This is the theme of having fun with skyboxes. I'm gonna put a couple of extra ground planes because I think the effect is being lessened by the fact that we can see the edge of the world so quickly. Whoops. I would love to do another Dojam DRN. I know I don't have time at the moment, which is a funny thing to say when I've just spent 3 hours playing around with skyboxes, but they take a lot of prep time, and I love them so much, and I would want to do one justice. I wouldn't want to rush one. So yes, but not immediately. But yeah, we have to. We'll have to do another one. I'm really curious about that chalupa. It's a weird mystery. I think it might be to do with color range on the capture. Hang on, that's not going to let me connect it, is it? Ooh. Ah, right, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. You know what? I'm going to call this mission successful. We could fix the camera clipping through, by the way, pretty easily. I wonder what Mercury will think. Or whether or not they could imagine something like this being appropriate for their current project. Mr. O says, "Oh man, I'm ready to work on one Dojam project for the first 2 days, then do nothing for the rest of the time." Chalupa says, "Imagine spending 3 hours and Mercury's like, nah." Honestly, if Mercury was like, nah, I wouldn't feel, like, sad or anything. I wanted to make sure that the theory I had in my head was doable. And we've made an effect that looks even better than I anticipated. If Mercury was to use it or it would fit to their project, that'd be cool. But I don't know whether it necessarily will. Yeah, I think the white lines at the edge is something to do with this offset. I'm gonna try and drop the map to 4 on both and see whether that fixes it. Sorry, Chalupa, I think I'm in problem-solving mode, so I'm not being super funny. It was a good joke. Ooh. I'm living dangerous. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's the angle sensor that's visible. It is! Ah, very nice, Mr. O. Ugh! Okay, apologies, everyone. I just wanted to see what would happen. It did the thing Voxy said it would do. Alright, let me finish this up. I'm gonna have to wrap up pretty soon, folks. But I just want to do one last thing before I go. Which is the stick up and down. Multiplying the stick up and down... Sorry. Multiplying the up-down stick input going into the camera by a comparison on the X angle of the head node on. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to scroll up in chat. Sorry, chat, I'm not gonna be able to see your messages for a bit. Okay. There's the up-down stick movement, so let's multiply it. Here. By a comparison on the X of the head. So what would that be? That would be when it's less than a certain amount. Sorry, I don't really remember how I do this. Do I connect one of this? Oh, right. You just don't need anything in the other slot? Nice, good shave. Thank you, Mr. O. Results going into the other input? And then this is going into... camera up down? In lieu of the stick. Right, that would have been the step I would have forgotten. Nice, okay. Oh no, I cannot move it up or down at all. Why? Oh. More or equal to, that will be the one. Oh no. Oh no, we get stuck. Okay, good. And then we get stuck and we can't pull it back out. So it does prevent it. But once you hit it, there's no way to release it. Yeah, Voxy, sorry, it is exactly what I wanted. But once you hit that threshold here... Oops. Oh, yeah, my right stick is now locked. Also, apparently we can push our way through. Use a counter with a range. Chalupa says, oh, excuse me. Chalupa says one of the staff in the library just checked on me because I wasn't in my usual spot and asked if everything was good. And I think that's incredibly wholesome. I agree. Maybe separate up, down in up and down and use the same logic for only down. Huh. Huh. Hmm. Have a good day at school, DRN. Oh, wait. Is that gonna help? I might not have the brain power to continue this today. I thought it would be a quick fix, but actually I'm realizing that this is quite a complicated mechanic. And it doesn't really matter for this test. I'm not making a game here. And we know that we can do it. I might just put the rotating layer on this instead as my last thing. Sorry everyone that's invested. Focus says, if you give me a moment I can fix it. Or find a fix. Okay. I'll put it all back in, and while I'm doing my other stuff, you can come up with something if you fancy. Lucian says, rotating layer equals clouds? Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if I can remember the thing I did 5 minutes ago. So we need a hinge that will be... oh, hang on. First of all, turn those off. Hinge Y. The way around into the anchor, I suppose. Oh, hang on. Nope. Oh my goodness. Welcome back, RJ. Okay. So we want to turn that right down to like 0.0. and put a nice texture on there. In fact, let me just try one thing. Oops, that was exactly the opposite way of what I meant to do. Nice. Alright, Voxy, what's the fix? Trying to work out what the trick will be to get... I guess I just want one line of clouds, maybe? But then they're very low resolution. Okay, make the counter set to range. Or make a counter, apologies. Set to range with a range of -45 to 0. Plug the up-down stick into the count up port of it. Use a comparison to check if the counter's input is this one to 0. Like this. Create a multiply node on and multiply the output from the stick by the result of the comparison. Not input, output. Yes, probably Voxy. Sorry. My brain has become the ultimate mush. Far greater than any mush that has come before it. I'm just going to draw some wispy clouds. Mr. O says, read carefully. Okay. I will try again. Make a counter. Got it. Plug the up-down stick into the count up port of it. Use a comparison to check if the counter's input How do you check? How do you check whether a counter's input is a comparison? DM the screenshot. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Alright, it was what? Oh, it is the counter's output. Okay. That was what I had before, I think. And then... Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gotcha, Voxy. Just rereading. I understand it now completely. As in, I understand what you what was going on back up there. Okay, so we need the calculator. See you, Chalupa. Wait, did I mess up again? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Right, because that's 0. That's our calculator. Calculator goes into the camera. Beautiful. Nice one, Foxy. Sorry for the pain caused. Did I leave the old one plugged in? I did. Very nice. There we go. What a beautiful skybox we have made today. First try, no problems. I want to figure out how best to handle the cloud situation in a like compelling way. Yeah, nicely done, Voxy. Thanks for your patience always. I love the rotating skybox too. I'm trying to think how to get more texture resolution from it though. Wait, is it not a sphere? It is a sphere. It looks like a cube because of the gaps at the edge of the textures, I think, if that's what you're seeing. Cylinder. Yeah, we should just cylinder it. Does cylinder look better? Can't decide. Yeah, it just straight up doesn't curve, does it? Huh. Oh, look at that little wobble we got now. I think we've got so many things connected, we are starting to see some wobble. Yeah, interesting. So I think really it would be dependent on what kind of it'd be dependent on what kind of texture you use on this layer, whether you go cylinder or whether you go sphere. It's nice at that sort of scale. Hey Inferno, yes, it will have been either RJ or Rens or RGC exists, most likely. Because there was a big gift membership gifting on Saturday's stream. This rocks! This rocks! This rocks and slaps. Look at this! How... Oh... Oh, this should be bigger. Agreed, someone. Oh, chat. I think we should be pretty proud of what we've done here. Oh man, there's something so satisfying about like having a shower thought essentially and then it working. Make the clouds move really fast. Okay. Oops. Wait, that's not... What is that? That wasn't what I needed. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Okay, I guess if I just set it to 1, it will go very fast. Oh, sorry everyone. Tornado! Dang, that kind of looks good though. Faster. We've got to do this for science. Close your eyes for a second till I get some scenery in here. Oh no! It really is like time lapse at that point. Nice, that's fine. Part of me is really curious to know what part of me is really curious to know what would happen if you just put a single vertical line on a texture here and turned up the speed, but I'm worried it's going to be too flashy. I might just give it a go. Oh man, you could fully do a moving sun this way. Okay, chat, hear me out. Oh man, okay. Imagine you do a moving sun with the rotating cylinder, and you also do a second or third rotating sphere with a gradiated blue that comes up and over and matches the rotation of the thing. Oh, I've got to do it now. Real quick. Real quick. This is kind of what we were talking about earlier. Oops. It hasn't been shared yet, Nodon Guy. This is very messy. I probably won't share this particular one. And if Voxy does feel like taking on the tutorial challenge, but equally I don't want to give them any pressure. If it was more of a kind of just a loose thought. So the sun would just be a texture on a different axis or a block with a light source. Man, I like the idea of the block with a light source, Lucian. I hadn't really thought about. This shouldn't take long, Mr. O, but that's very funny. The problem is the sun couldn't really be round. I think the sun... Okay, so we're not going to do this now. But you could have... You could have a sphere on an incredibly large arc around the same central axis. Right? Or am I, or am I misremembering? Alright, challenge accepted. I'm so hyped about this. Oh wait, I don't want to do it from the Y, do I? I want to do it from the X. Mr. O says, you were actually right, Dom. Baby Mayor is learning. I'm so glad. I'm not learning where the texture node on is. It's here, right in front of my eyes. Do it pink so we can really immediately see it. Hey, why are you not rotating yet? That's why. Invert. You're not on a sphere world, Voxy. You need to... Yeah, I've got mine on a sphere world. You've still got plane, I guess. Is that the smallest texture size? It is. Yeah, agreed, Mr. There is too many layers going on here. I'm with you on that. Why not just make the constant output a negative number? I've forgotten constants could output negatives. Thank you, someone. You would have to do some wild... You would have to do some wild maths to make the gradiated sky work, wouldn't you? I think you would, Voxy, because you'd need multiple layers rotating at different speeds so they synchronize up at different times. Unless I'm... Gradiated sky would just be a sphere tilting slowly on the z-axis. Oh, right, of course, because we can send it on two different axes at once. I forgot that I wasn't doing the checkerboard anymore. Also, that needs to be sphere for this one. Oh, weird. Look, it looks like they're all converging because I turned it back to sphere. It should be cylinder. Oof. Oof. Oh. I connected to the wrong thing. That was me. Wait, did I? Huh. I meant to connect it to the anchor. Did I not? Oh yeah, look. Oh! No, 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 no! Oh, my brain is so gone now. I need to... There we go. Why is the little white stripes moving with my rotation, but the... Inferno says, is this your game or the game of someone else? This is my game, but it's not going to become a game. It's just a test of a thing that we've all done collectively here. Why is the red line not moving with player rotation, but the floating up little slithers is? It doesn't move with camera movement. But it does move with player movement. Oh, and the other one is as well, it's just slightly less obvious. Okay. You know what? I'm definitely calling it mission successful. I stayed on a lot longer than I intended to, but it's been so much fun. Good job, everybody. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Mission complete. That was a really fun little challenge. Great to see it reach a... I was going to say a satisfying conclusion, but I actually think what we've reached is a ground floor. I think we're going to see it get more and more wild from here on, quite honestly. And I can't wait to see what we see. With the funky new era of skyboxes. Give a raise to Voxy. Absolutely deserved. Voxy MVP. For everybody that helped me along. Trying to get the day-night cycle thing right now. Amazing, Voxy. Please post pictures if you find a solution. Do I want to leak something right now? This guy says, don't just say that, Dom. Okay, Voxy says, dude, it looks so good, hold on. Okay, how long are you gonna need? 10 minutes? Hey, by the way, before you go, don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. This skybox looks far more interesting than the normal GBG skybox. Agreed, someone. Oh man, imagine if these ones were leaves. Hang on. Autumn leaves. Yeah, the only limitation is that you need to make the person node on the smallest scale for this to work. Okay, that plan didn't work at all. Guess I need to squish it this way. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna leak something for the 10 people that are here. You deserve it. You wanna see what... I wanna see what Project Radar is. I've been sitting on this for literally a year because I couldn't get it to the point where I was satisfied with it. It's not a game, it's a technique. But I think this is adjacent. People that are interested in the Skybox will be interested in this. So the name is a dead giveaway once you know what I'm doing here. Voxy's already seen it. Yeah, it's a graphical technique. Alright, I feel kind of nervous, I don't know why. I've literally been sitting on this for a year. Oh, hang on, I've moved the player. One sec. I was doing some of the testing the other day. Okay, get ready. Meet reflections. Including lighting. It's got this really nice effect that was unintentional, but works really well, I think. The kind of more sheer the texture is to you, it becomes more and more transparent, so it really looks like the surface is rain slicked. I think this can be pushed a lot further, a lot like the Skybox, but I haven't yet. I think you should just make a plain reflection for the sphere. Yeah, I guess. So to do that, I would just duplicate the sphere and what would that be? That would be I did this before and I deleted it. I forget how to do it without affecting the rotation of the first sphere. Yeah, the classic duplicate environment underneath. This isn't a transparent texture with an upside down world beneath it. It is disco, but remember there is no such thing as transparencies in GBG, so it's again to do with layering. Sent you a weird proof of concept. Oh, what, of the... Okay, hang on. Am I okay to share this, Foxy? I really hope you say I'm okay to share this, because it looks so good. I just caught a glimpse. Oh, I need to download it, and then open it separately. I know you can't see this yet, chat. I'm waiting for the okay from Voxy. Voxy says it's not that great. It's a perfect proof of concept. Okay. Oh, no spoilers. Hang on. Desktop one. Here's Voxy's proof of concept. It's beautifully clean. Look at that. Oh, we're playing in the big leagues now. This is beautiful music to accompany it too. And then it's nighttime. Ah, you're still on plane, right? I guess on a sphere world you'd be able to hide the horizon even. So good. It's not how the sky works, but yeah, there's potential. Agreed, yeah. We're improving GBG for Nintendo. We're finally doing what Nintendo hoped people would do, I think. Ah, chat. This has been very, very fun. And very fun to leak Radar. Oh, the thing I was going to say was... The thing that inspired me originally was when me and Mustard... Was it the time we played Metal Gear on stream? Or was it the time before that, before we even played it on stream? Yeah, because Metal Gear Solid has some really great looking reflections that are done with a duplicate world underneath. And I was like, hey, I bet I could do that in GBG. But then I wanted to see what it would look like to have a rain-slicked surface as well as just like pure reflection. Yes, so that's that. Okay, I'm gonna go. Have a great rest of the evening, everybody. As I said before, give yourself a big pat on the back. And I will see you very soon. Hey, Project Next, we're just about to wrap up. Bye-bye, everyone.